Jai Om Sva Paramam Paribrajagacharya Sutta Sadasman Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Jai Ananda Kodi Osnamini Jai Namacharya Srila Vilas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakti Vrinda Jai Sri Radha Krishna Gaur Sam Radha Kundi Guru Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Navadip Dham Ki Jai Ganga Mai Ki Jai Yamuna Mai Ki Jai Tulsi Devi Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Navaveda Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai. All glories to the Supreme. All glories to the Supreme. All glories to the Supreme. Thank you very much.
Ime deha
Antavanta ime deha
nityas yoktak sharirina
Nityas yokta sharirina
anashino prameyasya
Anashina prameyasya
tasmad yudhyasva bharata.
Tasmad yuddhasya bharata.
Translation. Only the material body of the indestructible, immeasurable, and eternal living entity is subject to destruction. Therefore fight, O descendant of Bharata.
Antavanta imi deha nityasya yokta sharirina sharirina. This is plural number. Sharirin. So, sharirin or shariri means the proprietor of the sharir or body. Sharir means this body, and sharirin, one who possesses the body. So, plural number is sharirina. In a varieties of ways, Krishna is convincing Arjuna that the soul is different from this body. So this body, antavat, it will be finished. However, you may try so scientifically, applying cosmetic and other things. You cannot save the body. That is not. Antavat. Anta means end, and vat means possessing. So, you have got your duty to fight, and you are lamenting that the body of your grandfather or teacher or kinsman, they will be destroyed and you will be unhappy. That's all right, you will be unhappy. But even if you do not fight, their bodies will be finished today or tomorrow or say a few years after. So why should you go back from discharging your duty? This is the point. And so far the soul is concerned of your grandfather, teacher and others. They are nitya, eternal, already explained. Nityasya ukta. Now, Krishna here also says, ukta. Ukta means it is said. Not that dogmatically I am speaking. I am putting up some theory. No. It is said. It is already settled. It is already ascertained. And in the Vedic literature, by authorities, it is so said. This is the way of presentation.
evidence. Even Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he does not theorize. He said it is safe, authorized. Anasina apramayas. Or nasina. Nasina means destructible. And anasina means not destructible. Sharirina, the soul, anasina. It will never be destroyed. And apramayas. Apramayasa, immeasurable. It cannot be measured also. In the Vedic literature, the measurement is described there, but you cannot measure it. Anything, so many things are described in the Vedic literature. So you are so advanced in scientific knowledge, but neither you can say that it is not fair, neither you can estimate. Just like in the Padma Purana, the varieties of living entities are expressed. Jalajanamulakhani, the aquatic animals or living entities are 900,000. So you cannot say, no, it is not 900, it is less or more. It is not possible for you to see within the water how many varieties of. You might have, the biologists, they might have experimented, but it is not possible to see 900,000 forms. That is not possible. Jalajanamulakhani, sthavara lakhavinsati. So the trees and plants, there are 2 million varieties. Sthavara lakhavinsati, krimaya rudra sankaka, and the insects, they are 1100,000. So it is a puzzling thing that how Vedic literature places everything very correct. 9,000, 900,000, 1100,000, 2 million, as they are. This is called realization. So we take it for granted. Our facility is, because we accept the Vedas as authority, therefore the knowledge is there ready. If somebody asks me or you, can you say how many forms of living entities are there within the water? It is very difficult. Even the biologist cannot say. Although they are very expert, I cannot say. But our facilities, we can immediately say, there are 900,000. Although I have never experimented, neither seen personally, but because it is explained in the Vedic literature, I can say you correct. Therefore, in the Vedanta Sutra, it is said that you want to see or perceive directly anything. Just like so many rascals come, they challenge, can you show me God? So, yes, we can show you God, provided you have got the eyes. God can be seen. by different type of eyes. Not these eyes. That is stated in the Shastra. Atha Sri Krishna namadi navaved grahyam indriyai. Indriya means these senses, these material senses. With these material senses, you cannot experience directly what is the form of the Lord, what is His quality, what does He do. So many things you want to know about the Supreme. But Shastra describes the qualities of the Lord, the form of the Lord, the activities of the Lord. You can learn Shastra Joni Tyat. Joni means source. Source, Shastra Joni. Shastra Chokhusyat. Your eyes should be the Shastra, not these blunt eyes. Everything we also experience by Shastra, by book. So, we have to see through the authorized book, the description, which is beyond our perception. Achinta phaluri bhava, natas tarkena jujay. Tarkena by argument, which is beyond your sense perception. So many things. Even we see daily so many planets, stars in the sky, but we have no information. They are going directly to see the moon planet, but hopelessly coming back. It is very doubtful to say. And they have got a dogmatic impression. Except this planet, in other planets, so many, there is no life. These are not perfect understanding. From Shastra Joni, if you want to see through the Shastra, there is a moon planet. We have got information from Srimad Bhagavatam that there the people, they live for 10,000s of years. And what is that measurement of year? Our 6 months equal to their 1 day. Now, such 10,000s of years, just imagine. It is called Daiva Varsha. Daiva Varsha means year according to the demigods calculation. Just like Brahma's day, that is demigod calculation. Sahasra bhujuga parjantam arahajjat brahmano vidu. We have got information from Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says that they calculate the years of the demigod. Everyone's year is calculated. This is called, and this is accepted by the modern science, relative truth, or the law of relativity. A small ant, he has got also 100 years age. But the ant's 100 years and our 100 years different. This is called relative. According to your size of body, or everything in relationship, our 100 years and Brahma's 100 years, that is different. Therefore Krishna said, calculate like this. Sahasra juga parjantam arhajjat brahmano vidu. Now, you try to understand what is the age of Brahma by calculating one day. Your Sahasra Yuga. We have got 4 Yugas. Sattva, Treta, Dapar, Kali. These are called 4. This calculation is 43,100,000 of years. That is the sum total of the 4 Yugas. 18, 12, 8 and 4. How many comes? 18 and 12? 30. And then 8, 38, then 4. This is rough calculation. 42, 43. Then Sahasra Yuga Parjantam. So many years, Sahasra Yuga Parjantam. Arhat means day. Sahasra Yuga Parjantam Arhat Jat Brahmano Vidu. This is the one day of Brahma. One day means morning to evening. 43,100,000 of years, your calculation. Therefore, these things have to be understood through this Shastra. Otherwise, you have no knowledge. You cannot calculate. You cannot go to Brahma. You cannot go even to the moon planet. And what to speak of? Brahmalok is the ultimate, the remotest part of this universe. So, by your direct experience, you cannot calculate. And neither you can go. They estimate, the modern aeronautics, they estimate that in order to go to the topmost planet, we require 40,000 of years by going in the light year. That is just like light year, we have got calculation. So, we cannot estimate by direct perception, even in this material world. And what to speak of the spiritual world. Last. Panthast koti satavassa sampragamma vayu rathapi manasu manipungamana. By mental, manipunga means mental speculation. You can go on mental speculating, but if you do, even for many hundreds and thousands of years, it is not possible to calculate. You have to accept this truth through the Shastra, otherwise it is not possible. Therefore Krishna said, Nitya Sukta Sarir Ukta. Ukta means it is said. Not that I am presenting some dogma, although he can do so, he is Supreme Personality. This is the method. Unless there is Ukta, said by authorities, previous authorities, Acharya, you cannot say anything. This is called parampara. You try to understand with your intelligence, but you cannot make any addition or alteration. That is not possible. That is called Nitya Sokta. It is said. It is already settled. You cannot argue. Nitya Sokta Sarina Anasina Pramesha. Immeasurable. Now, this soul, as in the previous verse we have understood, Avinashi tu tadviddhi jena sarvamidam tatam. This is not measurement of the soul, but the power of the soul. You can measure, but not the soul. It is not possible. Soul is so small that it is not possible. You have no measuring means, and because now our material senses, it is not possible. You can simply understand by consciousness, just like when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fainted in the Jagannath temple, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya examined that there was no consciousness. Even the abdomen was not moving. When actually you have consciousness and you breathe, the abdomen moves. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's abdomen was tested by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. It was also not moving. So he thought that the sannyasi might have died. But he again tried. He brought a little cotton swab and put before his nostril. And when he saw the swab, the fibers a little moving, then he became hopeful. Okay. So everything has got a different type of calculation, measurement, but so far the soul is concerned, it is said here, aprameya. So there is no soul measure. There is no soul. Therefore, the so-called materialist science, they say there is no soul. No, there is soul. This is the proof. There is soul. This is the proof. What is that proof? First of all, there is consciousness. This is the proof. But you cannot measure. The place is also located. The soul is there in the heart. Ishvara sarvabhutanam riddesha arjuna tishtati. So, the soul is in the heart and Krishna is also in the heart because they remain both together. So, place is also located. You can perceive also by consciousness that there is presentation of soul. But if you want to measure by experiment, that is not possible. Therefore it is called aprameya. Prameya means direct perception. I can see or I can touch, I can handle. So that is, Krishna says, no, it is not possible. Aprameya. Then how I shall accept? But Krishna says, no, how I can believe Krishna? Krishna says, Ukta. It is already settled up by authorities. Ukta. This is parampara. Krishna also says Ukta. Krishna does not say that I speak. No. Ukta. There is Vedic evidence. Where it is? In the Upanishads, there is just like Balagra Satavhagasya Satadha Kulpitasya cha Bhaga Jiva Savignya Sacha Anantaya Kalpate. It is in the Upanishad. Sita Satara Upanishad. This is called Vedic evidence. And another, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, there is evidence. What is that? Keshagra Satavhagasya Satadha Sadrisham Jiva Sukshma, very fine. Jiva Sukshma Sarupa Ayam Asankhaya. This Jiva, not 1, 2, 3, 4. You cannot calculate. Asankhaya. So these are evidences in the Vedic literature. So you have to accept it. Krishna confirms it. And actually also you cannot measure. But we get evidence, the presence of the soul. Still, how you can say there is no soul? No. This is foolishness. The whole world is going on under this foolishness. Not only now, before also, like Charvak Muni. He was atheist, he did not believe. Lord Buddha also said like that, but he cheated. He knew everything because he is incarnation of God. But he had to cheat the people in that way because they are not intelligent. Why not intelligent? Because they were killers of animals. They lost their intelligence. Kesavadhita buddha sharira jaya jagadisha hari. Those were animal killers. Their brain is dull as stone. They cannot understand it. Therefore, meat eating should be stopped. In order to revive the finer tissues of the brain to understand subtle things, one must give up meat eating. Vina pasuna. This is the statement of the king. What is it? Not this. Parikshit Maharaj. He said that God consciousness, Krishna consciousness cannot be understood by the animal killer. Vina pasuna. Nidvitta tarsai rupogi yamana. You will find those are animal killers. The so-called Christians and Mohammedans, they cannot understand. They are simply fanatics. Cannot understand what is soul, what is God. They have got some theories and they are thinking we are religions. What is seen, what is pious activities, these things are not understood by them because they are animal killers. It is not possible. Therefore, Lord Buddha propagated Ahimsa. Ahimsa. Because he saw the whole human race is going to hell by this animal killing. Let me stop them so that they may, in future they may become sober. Sadaya Hridaya Darshita, two sides. First of all, he was very much compassionate that poor animals, they are being killed. And another side, he saw the whole human race is going to hell. So let me do something. Therefore, he had to deny the existence of the soul because their brain will not tolerate such thing. Therefore, he did not say anything about the soul or God. He said that you stop animal killing. If I pinch you, you feel pain. Why should you give pain to others? Never mind, he has no soul. That's all right. He did not talk anything about soul. So these people say the animals have no soul. But that's all right. But he is feeling pain when you are killing the animal. So you also feel pain. So why should you give pain to others? That is Lord Buddha's theory. Sadaya Hridaya Darshita Pasu Ghatam. Nindasi Jagga Vidhiraha Suti Jatam. He denied, I don't accept Vedas. Because in the Vedas there is sometimes recommendation, not for killing, but for giving rejuvenation to that animal. But killing in that sense is there for sacrifice. But Lord Buddha did not accept it, animal killing in sacrifice. Therefore, nindasi. Nindasi means you are criticizing. Nindasi jagga vidhiraha hasati jat. Sadaya Hridaya Darsha. Why? You are so kind and compassionate. That is Krishna consciousness. God is very kind, very compassionate. He does not like. But when there is necessity, he can kill. But his killing and our killing is different. He is all good. Anyone killed by Krishna, he immediately gets salvation. These things are there. So, immeasurable. You cannot measure what is the soul, but the soul is there and the body is perishable. Even if you do not fight, you save the bodies of your grandfather and teacher and others as you are so much overwhelmed. So they are perishable. Antavati, today or tomorrow. Suppose your grandfather is already old, and so you do not kill him just now or say after 1 year or 6 months. He may die because he is already old. These are the arguments put forward. The main point is Krishna wants Arjuna that he must fight. He must not deviate from his duty as a Kshatriya. He should not be overwhelmed by the bodily destruction. Therefore, he is giving instruction. The body is different from the soul, so don't think that the soul will be killed. You stand up and fight. This is the instruction. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. In the beginning, Prabhupada said, what is happening here? What is Krishna doing with Arjun? Yes, Samadha Krishna.
Krishna was trying to convince Arjuna in different ways to fight the battle.
True, but on what basis he was?
On the basis that the body is ultimately going to destroy, even if you don't fight, they will anyways die. So,
the soul is different from this body. Haribo. Here in this particular verse, the word antavat is there. It will be finished, body will be finished. How did Prabhupada explain ukta? What does it mean? And how did he explain? Yes.
Prabhupada says Ukta means it is said by the Lord Krishna.
True. And how did he explain little more? Yes, Hari Gaurang.
Prabhupada said Ukta means it is already established in the Vedic truth that all the acharyas accepted this. So that's why Ukta means it is already like standard thing, accepted in the Vedas.
Yeah, though Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, he can have his dogma, but he is not doing that. He is quoting
from the Vedas.
Evidence.
Evidence.
Haribo. What is aprameya? Meaning and explanation. Yes.
Immeasurable. We cannot measure the soul.
Haribo. What example did he give for apart from body soul, or immeasurable only? Yes, Shuddha Chitta Guru.
Jalaja Navalakshani. There are 9 lakh species in the water, but we cannot measure it.
9 lakh species of?
Species in water, aquatics. So that cannot be measured. We have to accept authorities.
Haribo. What would be the response of a biologist and ourselves when it is asked about how many forms of living entities there in the water? Yes, Rava.
Both of them cannot say. That would be the response. And how we have to accept is by the authorities. Then only we can accept from Vedic evidence.
Something else? The way Prabhupada explained. Yes, Srivang Gopal.
The biologist cannot deny the fact, but he cannot prove it also. The existence, number of species which are there in the...
Okay, Hari Gaurang Prabhu.
Prabhupada said that biologists are very expert and they do so much research, but when you ask them about them, say, it cannot be said, we don't know. But when it is asked to devotees, we say that we have a facility of Shastras of Vedas. If we just read that, we know, even if we don't know that. In Vedas, there are 9 lakh species of water.
Haribo. So he says, although I have never experimented, neither seen personally, but because it is explained in the Vedic literature, I can say you correctly. You can tell 9 lakhs species, not 8 lakhs, 9,000, whatever, or not 9 lakhs and 1, 9 lakhs only, because it is in the Shastras. What, here, what are the ways to know about Lord's form, qualities, and activities? How many ways and what are they? Yes.
Prabhupada says, Atha Sri Krishna Namadi na
Na bhavet grahyam
grahyam indriye. So we should, I mean, we cannot understand by our own strengths, blunt senses. So we need sastras, and we need sastras to understand Krishna's.
With these material senses, you cannot experience directly what is the form of the Lord, what is his quality, what does he do. So many things we want to know about the Supreme, but Shastra describes the qualities of the Lord, the form of the Lord, the activities of the Lord. You can learn Shastra Yonitvat. What is the law of relativity? How did Prabhupada explain? Yes.
HareKrishna. Prabhuji, Prabhupada gave an example of an ant. He said an ant lives 100 years, we also live 100 years, and Brahma is also live 100 years. But ants 100 years is different, our 100 years is different, and Brahma's 100 years is different. That is called relativity theory.
Haribo. So in that context, what is Daiva Varsha? Yes.
According to Prabhupada, Deva Varsha means Deva Varsha means our 6 month. Means our 6 month is equals to 1 day of 12 hours of the gods, demigods. And according to that, the one like that, the such a 1 years means Deva Varsha.
Okay. Haribo. So how much do they live, especially on moon planet, and how much Brahma lives on Satyalok? Yes.
Prabhupada told that in moon planet, like people live for 10,000 years, so, and there are 6 months is 1 day. Like,
And Brahma?
Brahma.
Okay. Okay, he wants to take.
Brahma lives for 43,000 years, the four yogas.
No, that Prabhupada did not tell the whole life of Brahma, but he described his 1 day. Okay. This Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years. Kali Yuga, Satyayug, Dwaparik, Treta, you mix it, it becomes 43,20,000. Multiply by that by 1,000, that becomes kind of day of Brahma, that is morning to evening only. Similar is in night also. And like that he lives for 30 days make it 1 day, 1 month, then 12 months make 1 year, and like that he lives for 100 years. That comes to 311, 40 billion years. Prabhupada did not give all that, but okay, chalo. Haribo. So this lifespan of individuals, Prabhupada gave kind of a rough idea. It is based on something. What is it based on? Yes, Bhagavad Gita, bro.
Size of the body of the jiva.
Haribo. Size of ant is very small. So ant lives for her 100 years. Then our body is somewhat bigger. We live for our 100 years. And Brahma's body is quite big. He lives his 100 years. Which is the remotest part of this universe? Yes, Pratik Prabhu.
Prabhupada said Brahmaloka. Apoda.
Rebo. So about this remotest part, or for that matter, the what do you call topmost planet, what are the estimations of modern scientists, and what do the Vedas say? Yes.
Modern science says that there is no life other than earthly planet. Earth planet means there is no
About
life on
reaching
other
there,
planet.
not about the existence, about reaching there. Reaching there, the topmost planet in the universe. Time taken. He is asking him and he is prompting him. So give him only then.
40,000 light years.
What is that?
Means sunlight travels from sun to earth, so that is 1 light year. Like that, 40,000 light years.
What is 40,000 light years?
For going to Brahmalok, we need that much time.
They don't say Brahmalok, they say the topmost planet. And what do the Vedas say? Vedas say nothing. Bhagavad Gita.
They say that only in earth population exists. Not only in earth the jivas are there. Other all
No, we are talking about time, not about the existence. Time taken.
40,000 light years.
That is modern scientists. Now we are talking about Vedas. That he already told. Okay.
Vedas, Muni Pungavanam, they say that through mental through the speed of mind, even if they go, they cannot reach the Brahmaloka, what to speak of spiritual world. This is proper says.
Haribo. Is it talking about Brahmaloka or spiritual world? All these details were not given there, but we are supposed to know. So that comes in Brahma Samhita. Brahmaji is saying that Panthastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo vayo rathapi manaso muni pungavanam sopyasti yat prapadasimnya vichinta tatve govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So it's a prapada, pad, foot, and of that the beginning, that is the toe. And toe also nail. In the nail's beginning also, with one goes with the speed of mind also, especially these Pungavas, Muni Pungavas, they also cannot reach the tip of the toe of the lotus foot of the Lord. That is how it is difficult to achieve the Lord. But through bhakti, it is very easy. So the soul cannot be measured in size. We don't have any means, Prabhupada said. But there is some symptom. What is that symptom and what example did Prabhupada give? Yes. And what example Prabhupada gave? Okay. Half the answer is covered.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu become unconsciousness by taking darshan of the Lord, and our Sarva Bhattacharya, he put the cotton swab and check that there is some life, like
Some
breathing.
fibers move
They're-
gently. Haribo. Prabhupada said he checked his abdomen, but it was not moving. So then cotton swab was put there, and then some fibers moved. So what is the proof that we discussed already? First of all, there is consciousness. So in the heart there is soul as well as super soul. So we can understand that. So for they say that there is no soul. So whole world is going on under this foolishness. So Prabhupada gave 2 examples, 2 personalities he quoted for telling how they say there is no soul and the whole world is going on under this foolishness. Okay.
Prabhupada was saying about Islam and the Christianity. That
Yes, about that is like group of people. 2 personalities only he quoted. Names of people. Yes.
Buddha he quoted.
Your brother is helping you.
Charvak Muni and Lord Buddha.
Haribo. Charvak Muni was atheist only. He did not believe. And Lord Buddha is Supreme Lord, but he told like that because he wanted to cheat them. Otherwise, they were going on with all nonsense, killing the animals. So why can't they understand the existence of the soul or these finer things in the Vedas? Yes. Snail bro.
Because they were very dull-headed, and because of eating the animal flesh, a person becomes dull-headed. So that's why.
Haribo. Prabhupada said, in order to revive the finer tissues of the brain to understand subtle things, one must give up meat eating. Vina Pashugnath. Then he quoted these Christians and Mohammedans because they eat meat, so they cannot understand what soul is, what God is. Though they say that they are religionists, but they cannot understand. Why did Lord Buddha propagate Ahimsa? Yes, Sachindan Bhagwan.
Because people were going to hell and they were killing animals.
By killing animals, they were going to hell.
So to say
then what?
So they were not understanding the consciousness and body difference, soul and body difference.
Okay. Shuddhajita.
Lord was compassionate about that killing animals. So to temporarily to stop that, he spoke like.
Haribo. Lord wanted to stop them from animal killing because he is Sadaya Rudhaya. He has that heart. So what were the arguments towards the end? Prabhupada said these are the arguments put forward. So what were those arguments, or in particular what was that particular argument here? Yes, no? Now it is coming back to our original discussion, Mahabharat war. Okay.
The arguments were like, if I don't kill my grandfather and teacher, I want to go away from the duty. Arjuna says like that, but Krishna says that Nitya Sokta Saririna. So even if you don't kill, that they will anyway, they have Sarira, that will anyway go Antavanta. So they will anyway perish. So better, you get up and fight. That is the instruction, like that Prabhupada says.
Haribo. So Prabhupada said, therefore he is giving instruction, the body is different from the soul, so don't think that the soul will be killed. You stand up and fight. This is the instruction. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Jai Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी।
नमामि ईश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भजमानम्
आनन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भ्रजमानम्
यशोदाभियोलोकलादवमानं परामिष्टमत्यन्ततोदुत्य गोप्या
यशोदाभियोलोकलाधवमानं परामृष्टमत्यन्ततो धृत्यगोप्या
रुदन्तमोहनेत्रयुग्ममृजन्तं कराम्बुजयुग्मेन सन्ततनेत्रम्
रुदन्तमोहुर्नेत्रं युग्ममृजन्तं कराम्भोजयुग्मेन सातङ्कनेत्रम्
मुहुश्वासकम्पातिरेकककण्ठा स्थितग्रीवदामोदरं भक्तिवरदम्
मोहश्वासकम्पात्रिरेखाङ्ककण्ठ स्थितग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिपदम्
इति दुःखलीलाभि आनन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषणे मज्जन्तमाख्यपर्यन्तम्
इति दृक्स्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम् आख्यापयन्तम्
तदीयेषु तदनेषु भक्तजितत्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं सतावृत्ति वन्दे
तदीयेषिताग्नेषु भक्तर्जितत्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं शतावृत्ति वन्दे
परं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षवदिं वा न चाहे वरेहं वरेशदपिया
परं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षवदिं वा न चान्यं हृदेहं वरेशदपिया
इदं देवपूर्णात् गोपालबालं सदा मे मनस्या विरस्तं किमन्ये
इदं देवपूर्णाथ गोपालबालं सदा मे मनस्या विरस्तं किमन्ये
इदं ते मुकाम्भोज अत्यन्तनीले ऋतन्कुण्डले स्निग्धरक्त च गोप्या
इदं ते मुखाम्बोजम् अत्यन्तनीले वृतं कुण्डले स्निग्धरक्तच गोप्या
मुहुचुम्बितं बिम्बरक्तधरां मे मनस्या विरस्ता मालं लक्षलाभे
मोहश्चुम्बितं बिम्बरक्तधरं मे
नमो देव दामोदर अनंत विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजालादिमग्नम्
नमो देव दामोदर अनंत विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजालाभिमग्नम्
कृपादृष्टिविष्ट्याति दीनवतानो गृहाणेश मामज्ञमे दुष्यदिशा
कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्याति दिनं बतानो गृहाणि क्षमामज्ञमेध्यक्षदृशा
कुबेरात्मजो बद्धमूर्तवयत्वा तया मोचितो भक्तिभाजकृत च
कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धमूर्त्यैव यद्वत् त्वया मोचितौ भक्तिभाजौ कृतौ च
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं सकाम्य प्रयच्छ न मोक्ष ग्रह में मुक्तिदामोदरेः
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकाम्ये प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मे श्री दामोदरेः
नमस्ते तु दामे स्फुरतीति दामे त्वदीयोदरायात विश्वसदामे
नमस्ते स्तुदाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिधाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायात विश्वसदाम्ने
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीयप्रियाय नमानन्तलीला य देवाय तुभ्यम्
नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमोऽनन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम्
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीयप्रियाय नमानन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम्
नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमोऽनन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम्
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधे
जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधे
जय राधा वृंदावन चंद्र राधा वृंदावन चंद्र राधा वृंदावन चंद्र राधे
राधा वृंदावन चंद्र राधा वृंदावन चंद्र Radha Vrindavan Chandra Radhe.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
श्री राधा राधा दामोदर भगवान की, श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की।
वह भगवान जिनका रूप सतचित और आनंद से परिपूर्ण है, जिनके मकरों के आकार के कुंडल इधर उधर हिल रहे हैं, जो गोकुल नामक अपने धाम में नित्य शोभायमान हैं, जो दूध और दही से भरी मटकी फोड़ देने के बाद मैया यशोदा के डर से ओखल से कूदकर अत्यंत तेजी से दौड़ रहे हैं और जिन्हें यशोदा मैया ने उनसे भी तेज दौड़कर पकड़ लिया है, ऐसे श्री भगवान को मैं नमन करता हूँ। अपने माता के हाथ में छड़ी देखकर वो रो रहे हैं और अपने कमल जैसे कोमल हाथों से दोनों नेत्रों को मसल रहे हैं। उनकी आंखें भय से भरी हुई हैं। रोदन के आवेग से बारंबार श्वास लेने के कारण त्रिरेखा युक्त कंठ में पड़ी हुई मोतियों की माला कंपित हो रही है और जिनका उदर माँ यशोदा की वात्सल्य भक्ति के द्वारा रस्सी से बंधा हुआ है, उन सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप सर्वेश्वर श्री कृष्ण को मैं वंदन करता हूँ। ऐसी बाल लीलाओं के कारण वे गोकुल के वासियों को आध्यात्मिक प्रेम के आनंद कुंड में डुबो रहे हैं और जो अपने ऐश्वर्य संपूर्ण और ज्ञानी भक्तों को ये बतला रहे हैं कि मैं अपने ऐश्वर्यहीन और प्रेमी भक्तों द्वारा जीत लिया गया हूँ। ऐसे उन दामोदर भगवान को मैं शत शत नमन करता हूँ। हे भगवान, आप सभी प्रकार के वर देने में सक्षम होने पर भी मैं आपसे ना ही मोक्ष की कामना करता हूँ, ना ही मोक्ष का सर्वोत्तम स्वरूप श्री वैकुंठ की इच्छा रखता हूँ और ना ही 9 प्रकार की भक्ति से प्राप्त किए जाने वाले कोई भी वरदान की कामना करता हूँ। मैं तो आपसे बस यही प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि आपका ये बाल स्वरूप मेरे हृदय में सर्वदा स्थित रहे। मुझे और दूसरे वरदान से कोई प्रयोजन नहीं है। हे प्रभु, आपका श्याम रंग का मुख कमल जो कुछ घुंघराले लाल बालों से आच्छादित है, मैया यशोदा द्वारा बार बार चुंबन किया जा रहा है और आपके ओठ बिंब फल जैसे लाल हैं। आपका ये अत्यंत सुंदर कमल रूपी मुख मेरे हृदय में विराजित रहे। इससे अन्य सहस्रों वरदानों का मुझे कोई उपयोग नहीं है। हे देव, हे दामोदर, हे अनंत, हे विष्णु, हे प्रभो, आप मुझ पर प्रसन्न होए। मैं दुख समूह रूप समुद्र में डूबा जा रहा हूँ। अतएव मुझ दीनहीन पर आप अपनी अमृतमय कृपा की वृष्टि कीजिए और कृपया मुझे दर्शन दीजिए। हे दामोदर, जिस प्रकार अपने ओखल में बंधे रहकर भी कुबेर के दोनों पुत्रों का उद्धार कर उन्हें भक्ति भी प्रदान की थी, उसी प्रकार मुझे भी आप प्रेम भक्ति प्रदान कीजिए। यही मेरा एकमात्र आग्रह है। किसी और प्रकार की कोई भी मोक्ष के लिए मेरी कामना नहीं है। हे दामोदर, आपके उदर को बांधने वाली महान रस्सी को प्रणाम है। निखिल ब्रह्म तेज के आश्रय और संपूर्ण ब्रह्मांड का धाम आपके उदर को नमस्कार है। आपकी प्रियतमा श्री राधा रानी के चरणों में मेरा बारंबार प्रणाम है और हे अनंत लीलाएं करने वाले भगवान, आपको प्रणाम है। श्री यशोदा दामोदर भगवान की जय। श्री सत्यवत मुनि की जय। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।